back. Welcome back. This is your boy LG.
This is your boy 𝕋𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕜, man. You know how we rocking.
And we got a lovely co-host over there. How you doing, Stacy?
I'm great. Hey, y'all. We're back at it again with Waves of Wisdom.
Gang, BO.
Today's episode is about how digital overload is killing relationships.
Man, let's get on that, man.
It's a good topic.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of just social media and phones and computers, laptops, iPads, just taking over everything.
Yeah.
So the wave of wisdom is consistently good will always outbeat occasionally great. And you'll see how we'll tie that wave of wisdom into the excessive phone use or excessive digital time. Okay? So the first question is going to be how excessive phone use creates emotional distance. It could be any relationship, mothers, with fathers, with significant others specifically, with your kids.
Right.
How does excessive phone use create emotional distance?
I mean, I think it's plain simple. It creates neglect, you know. If
yes.
Friends.
Yes.
And women hate neglect.
You don't love me no more, baby. Yeah, it's neglect. I mean, if they always on their phone, you feel like you competing against the phone or social media. So, I mean, I think that's just plain simple. The sad part, I mean, that's the current society today. I mean, everybody's on their phone. They carry it to the bathroom, to the shower, you know, everywhere. So
everywhere, yeah.
I'll be catching Stacey in the shower talking on the phone with the water going like steam, boy. I'm like, that's a new one right there.
So this directly affects you then. Huh?
No, okay. Let me. I have an explanation.
We're gonna hear a lot of explanations tonight.
Sometimes the shower is the only place where I can have a conversation without Nate yelling in the background, without baby Nate crying, without me being at work.
Excuse.
So if I just have to have a quick, because I'm not in the shower very long. It's not like I'm in the shower for an hour having a full length conversation. It's just like a quick phone call to my mom, or just like a 10 or 15 minute where I can just have like a conversation where there's nothing else in the background. And I hear some water, but it's not like I'm wasting an hour worth of water and the water bill gonna be astronomical because I'm just on the phone in the shower.
We ain't talking about the water bill, bro. We talking about the phone use, bro. Get out of here with that.
It was a good example, though.
Yeah.
It was a good example.
So, everybody, because do you be on your phone a lot?
Yes and not yes. Personal.
Yes.
Hold on, though, bro.
He can't say no because I'm here.
No.
I got a challenge for you.
Let me break it down, bro. Let me break it down, though.
Break it down.
Personal use. I'm saying, because, you know, I do videos, I do blogs and out the band, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that I'm on phone editing videos and those type of things. But my phone, bro, I don't care about the phone, really. I don't. You know, I use my phone to take pictures. I like to take pictures of my son. I like to do things. But when time for the phone to go, it go. You know.
Nate, you were just on the phone with your cousin today for 2 hours.
I'm saying no. That's different. That's a conversation need to get out. Like when I talk to people, I'm trying to encourage and spark up and knowledge and understanding. That's what I do. The phone is not like me on the phone on Facebook. See, that's what I'm talking about. Waste your time on the phone. I'm talking about you on the phone wasting your time on Facebook. Why?
No, I don't go on Facebook.
But I'm just back then, now, because you know what I'm saying. But you see how much time it consumed by you being on the phone, bro. You tweaking, and then too, I just be on the phone, take care of business, like talking, encouraging people. Yes, bro.
I'm fine. I was trying to see how long you on the iPhone.
Yeah, you tweaking.
You can see it.
How long you be on your apps.
Yep.
Well, go ahead.
And actually,
because it's a lie.
The reason why I know Nate is on the phone more than me is because I have the Verizon bill in my name. And I've looked up before how many minutes, how many text messages.
In what though?
In the month. Yeah, you can do that. I can show you later.
Is she tracking me? You see how she tracking me? You know what I'm saying? She a snitch.
Here go the question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You you can see. And he's always the one using more text messages, using more time.
People be texting me, but I be encouraging people, bro, like sending out prayer requests like every morning. But that's what I do, and I send the whole world.
I got proof.
Business, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying wasting your time, though. I'm saying like on I'm talking about Facebook and those type of things. That's what I'm talking about. Non-educational stuff that's going to build you as a person. I'm saying I talk to people to encourage people, bro. Right. That's what I do. And then she's mad. What?
So all right, that's being subjective, right? So you put a cap on social media.
Yes.
But business doesn't count, right?
No, business doesn't count. You're gonna have
your business that you were talking to with your cousin today for 2 hours, that was business? No.
No. See. Okay. Bam.
2 hours. LG. Show me your phone, Nate. Be honest.
No, it was an hour and 58 minutes. You know what happened? You know why? You know why? Because we ain't talking a lot. See, when you talk to like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, we get to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, and we trying to break down certain things that gets.
He got a lot of people you got to catch up on.
No, people, because I don't talk on the phone every day. So now when I do talk to you, now we trying to iron out things from the past days. Right. You know what I'm saying? And know what I'm saying? And then not the recent. What's occurring right now? So I'm just trying to help people, bro. Solve. I'm like a mediator, to solve things and get levels up. That's what I do. No, but I don't.
So what's your question? You said you had a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. What's the question?
I don't know. You didn't tell us.
Because we got the going.
Hey, this is a.
Yeah, you was trying to ask me a question.
Yeah, it was
a subject that's probably a lot of people got problems with their significant other always on the phone.
I think it was like going through your partner's phone is that a form of abuse or something like that. Not out.
So I think that
was a question.
I think that was like, do you think that going through your significant others
is a form of abuse?
Abuse. And my initial reaction is like, absolutely not, because what is the definition of abuse? Right? But then when I looked at the definition of abuse, it really depends on which definition you're using.
Right.
So let me read you the definitions from offline. So basically it's saying that the one that we would normally consider the definition for abuse.
Physical.
Cruel and violent treatment of a person or animal. So I think that's why everybody's initial reaction would just be like, no, absolutely not.
Right.
Because it's not cruel or violent treatment of a person or animal.
There's more to it.
But there is another definition, and it just says the improper use of something. And so if I'm going through your phone and I'm going to use the information that I find improperly, or, you know, like for alcohol abuse. Alcohol it's illegal, right? But if you abuse it too much, or whatever information that you're finding off the phone, and you use it to kind of blackmail the person, or so initially I think everybody's like, no, absolutely not. But then after you look up the definition, it's like it could be.
See.
But I just also think that the word abuse is it's kind of harsh. It's like it's an invasion of privacy, but I wouldn't necessarily personally say it's abuse.
So what's the fix? Because this generation, we always on our phones. We take it everywhere. Tablets, phones. Is there a fix?
Yes.
Or we just got to get accustomed. We got to get accustomed to it.
Not a fix, but it's a solution.
What's the solution?
Like a solution. You know, me personally, I think in a household, so the partner's gonna come to agreement with something. We're gonna have like a line we don't cross. So not like a timeout kind of box, as in, you know, we eating or we watching movie or certain things. We just be like, you know what, phone's in there. You know what I'm saying?
You currently do.
No, we have no rules.
No, not right now. But I'm saying, I'm thinking about adding that. You know, this stuff, because you know your phone should not control you. You should be in control of anything you do. So I feel like that should be a solution, because I'm in the high school now.
Right.
Yeah, my little cousin told me, because I was trying to call her. You know, back then, man, we was in class, we were phone pocket, anything. But right now, the high school had something that when they go into the class, they have to put their phone in the box, turn it off. So I'm like, oh man, that's so slick, smart.
Really?
That's because now you have to pay attention. What the teacher gonna say? Now, you know, the distraction was a big
and they can't even take your phones now. They can't, like, if your phone go off or you on, teachers can't take it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No,
really?
They can't take it because it's a liability. So if they take it and break it, then the
Pay
teachers
for it.
gotta pay for it. So they can tell you get out of the classroom, but they can't take it anymore.
Oh, wow, that's things
So
is changing.
Yeah, we was in high school. They take your phone, put it, lock in the drawer and all that. So,
I'm not really big on the phone because I feel like social media,
bro.
I'm not really big on because I'm not a social media person.
Yeah,
I don't have TikTok. I don't have Instagram. I don't have.
But you had Facebook, and you was lurking for hours, bro, on there until I'd be like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Okay, when I was in college, I do have a story to admit. I was in college.
Yeah, stop capping.
And so I got my Facebook, I think, when I was in college, and I only had it for probably a few months.
Mm-hmm.
I was in class, and the class was in the computer lab. It was an English class. There was 2 separate instances where I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on Facebook real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I went on Facebook, and before I knew it, the teacher said, "Okay, your in-class assignment needs to be turned in."
Right.
And I looked up at the clock, and I had not one word written, not a period, not a sentence, not nothing.
5 minutes turned to an hour real quick.
Real quick. 2 Fs.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. So, and then also when it was high school, it was kind of like too much drama on Facebook. It's dragged into this, dragged into that. And I was just like, you know what, this is really just not for me.
Curiosity killed a cat.
So I had cut it out. I just, what is it called? You end your account or whatever it is. I closed my account because you're not really close it. You can always reactivate it or whatever.
Right.
So, and I hadn't had it for years until recently. I was like, oh, I'll just reopen it, but I still don't use it. I don't even know how to use it. I have to ask Nate, what does this button do, or how do you do this, or and I don't have TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat, or I don't even know the names of these.
Snap the pack.
So for me, I feel like I'm not on the phone as much because I'm not really invested in social media. My friends are probably even surprised I'm doing this podcast.
Right. So for you personally, it doesn't affect you, but I would say in our society now,
it's terrible.
Most couples are on a couple of different social media websites.
Terrible.
Right? So I don't know. I just think it's going. I mean, obviously, you're saying it's not going to be like China, monitor and put time limits on social media. But I think something's going to happen where we're going to be restricted.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, right now, I think that's a conversation you got to have with your partner. Is as far as if it's affecting your relationship, you got to let your partner know so they can know how to adjust. But I mean, if it's not, to each his own, right?
Right. Because some people love language would be quality time.
Yeah.
And if you're not giving them quality time because you're always on the phone,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or you're on social media, or social media can create a little bit of a distance, because if you got some women don't like if their guys on the Facebook or Instagram hearting all these other girls, hearting all this stuff, and they're like,
that's one, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. You spending time looking at other people, you can't even look at the person in your house.
Right. That's true.
And then too, once you do that too, because your eyes open up and they start judging on you, won't be like, bro, you shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just it get really dangerous because you know what I'm saying, you seen something else and then this not happening in your household, you be like, bro. And then it caused friction.
And
friction, because it do cause friction, because
now you're comparing your relationship to the one over here, and the one over there could be completely fake.
And one over there throwing it, and then she not throwing it. And you be like, bro, they throwing it. Look at their life. They throwing it back, back in front of.
I mean, even just vacations too.
Right?
Taking vacations, you want to compare.
Because some women love to do that. Look what they do. You don't see Paul over there, him and Keisha. We up in here just not doing nothing. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, and then start a riff right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm even thinking about closing my Facebook back again. I just thank God he just made up names for nobody we know.
I'm just saying, Keisha and Paul.
Well, I do know Keisha. I know a few Keishas.
I know Paul too.
Oh, you know Paul.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know any Pauls and Keishas together.
Hey.
But I'm even thinking about going back to deactivating my Facebook. I don't use it. I don't use it, and nor do I care for it, because it's like I feel like social media is just everybody getting their little 2 cents in, you know, and I don't know, I just don't have an interest in it. It maybe because I never had it for so long.
Right.
That has just kind of become my norm. Just like we never had TV growing up. I'm sorry, we had TV. We didn't have cable. My dad didn't allow us to have cable, which is probably a good thing. But now it's like I don't even watch the TV, just because it's part of my habits. But yet that emotional distance that the social media and the phone creates is very detrimental. Do you have any problem with the phone and social media in your house?
I don't want to say problems, but I mean, if it get to a problem, I think it's just a conversation, or like, hey, get off your phone, let's do this. But I mean, we're very conscious of, obviously, I'm on social media, she's on social media. We can both be on the couch, but we're conscious of, when it's excessive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause sometimes it's kind of like, you've been working all day, you want to relax, you kind of just get on social media.
But when we know it's excessive though. When? That's what I'm saying, because both of y'all time zone in your mind just it's just going. So when it's up,
it depends on the couple, I think.
Yeah, I think it depends. It depends on the couple.
You is not thinking about the time, and she not thinking about the time. So the time never gonna be that time. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe for that couple, then it's not a problem. If that's what they want to do.
That's what I'm saying.
For them, it's okay.
But I'm saying though, see, okay, bam, now. Yeah. So now, okay, let me even go deeper.
It's a problem when it becomes neglect.
Yes, I understand, but I'm gonna go deeper
there you go.
I understand, but I'm gonna go deeper now.
Okay.
You have a daughter and a son, so they need that attention. So you feeding the social media with all of that. What about you know what I'm saying? Your son, your daughter need that attention.
Yeah,
so how that's going? You know what I'm saying? So that's when it comes to big. Because I was talking to somebody today, and they was like, bro. I was on the phone so much. My son was like, Daddy, he was like, yo, what's up? What are you talking to me? But it comes because you want to feed yourself and you neglect your son and your daughter. Yeah. So that comes a problem as well, because now it's like, okay, you're not paying attention. You're going to go out there and find it in the streets. And you know what I'm saying, so forth. So that's when it comes a problem as well.
But I think we also touch on another subject of priorities, right? Like, you're going to prioritize your son, because you can always go back to that post, you know what I'm saying, or whatever you just seen. Like, it ain't going nowhere. So if your son call you, hey daddy, can you play with me, or can you do this? Like, you get off your phone and do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, but some people but they locked in there, and they get mad at the people who tell them, like, yo, bro, you need to get off your phone. They be like, what are you telling? And you know what I'm saying? So
they get defensive.
They're defensive of that. Yeah. So it really give and take in who relationship that is in. So
like our son is 2.
Yeah.
And he already knows, like, the phone is a distraction.
Yeah.
He's 2. He's very verbal. He can articulate his words very well for a 2-year-old. So if I'm on my phone and he wants my attention, he will literally say, Mama, no phone. He will click the lock button on my phone, take it from me, and throw it under the couch or in his. Like, he will literally take the phone and walk it to another room and leave it there, and then come back and say, okay, it's time to play.
Right.
And so if that's not a cue for anybody, for a toddler or somebody saying like no phone or whatever, like, that is your biggest cue.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's good, because nowadays you even see parents giving kids tablets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tablets at 2 years old to keep them occupied or keep them from crying or whatever. So I know we're big on, not even buy him a tablet.
Right.
So he doesn't have.
We do have a tablet.
He just got it, but he don't use it.
He doesn't use it. Yeah, he barely uses it. Yes, for him. But the specific reason why we got it, because we went to a graduation, or we were going to some specific events where he needed to be entertained for a short period of time. Because, I mean, a toddler at a college graduation, it's just not going to work. Like, they're boring for adults,
Right. But 20 years ago, we didn't have tablets, and we were still going to graduation. Right. So it's no knock on y'all, but I'm saying it works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So,
and we're not excessive with it. It just,
But
I'm not excessive. I'm like, bro, he ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? And even a lot of days he go without even watching TV, bro. I ain't with. Nothing like that, because I feel like the more you feed it to him, the more he get addicted to it.
Yes.
And it's like, and I'm not with that, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
All that,
And some of these shows out there, I don't know if you've seen some of these shows. Like, if you really watch them and what
message.
Messages, and they got little things that it's just like, So now it's like, I feel like whatever you're watching, I have to watch it too.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You know, because a lot of people, that's the problem, is that they're not watching what their kids are watching.
Yeah.
And that opens up a whole nother can of worms.
Or it's mixed signals, or mixed symbols.
Yeah.
You gotta watch what they wearing.
The eye gate and the ear gate, bro.
Yeah, you gotta guard that.
That's you gotta guard that, bro.
So, yeah.
Okay, why do you guys feel like people are more comfortable texting than having a face-to-face conversation?
Me know said.
This question got you speaking patois.
Because
he got the
because I know the reason why I even say that too, because like when I fight, I fight on TV, where if I lost, bro, my inbox was so full. Even the posters, there were negative comments, and I feel like those people that even leave those comments, they don't have the balls even to see me. Like up front and say it in my face.
Twitter finger.
Twitter fingers. So I feel like, a lot of people, they do that. They're internet gangsters, and they want to just ride your feathers, and because if they see you in person, they wouldn't have that same energy.
Yeah. Okay, so you feel like they're more comfortable because they can hide behind.
Yes, they go hide behind the keyboard.
Because if it's in person, they might have one coming.
No, they ain't with none of that. It's scary. I think that's scary. People do that.
I don't think I'm more comfortable texting. I'd actually rather have an in-person, face-to-face conversation. But I do like the texting for certain circumstances because it can prevent me from saying something out of anger or reacting too quickly. Because I could read something and I could decide, you know what, I'm not going to respond right now. And then I can respond later and give a more appropriate response instead of spazzing out. I mean, some people spazz out over anyways. Before me, you do. You a spazzer.
That takes too long to
bro. Call me the phone, bro. I want to talk to you right now.
No. But to answer your question, to be more specific, one, I think it's convenient. So from a conveniency, people rather than text. But also, I think people are scared of rejection. And confrontation. Right?
Confrontation,
I forgot to use that word. Confrontation, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
scary people.
So if I could text you this, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got to worry about your tone on the phone, or I got to worry about this.
I ain't scared of no confrontation. I want all that smoke. I want confrontation smoke, bro.
But Nate is very confrontational.
I don't like, me personally, I feel like...
You don't like confrontation?
No, I'm fine with that. I'm talking about texting, like, you lose, like, when you text somebody, you can't see the emotion.
Right, exactly. Stuff gets lost in translation.
Yeah,
you might say something, you might not mean it that way, or you
because I could joke or not joke, but you don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if I put a LOL, you may think I'm being sarcastic. Or like, what's the word where you say something, but it's like you feeling some type of, you trying to be slick behind it. I can't think of the word right now, but you trying to be slick behind wherever you say.
Right. That's smart, Alex.
Smart.
So like, as far as like texting feelings and emotions, like I'm not big on that. Like I'll give you a call.
And then sometimes
I'm old school.
Right, because you can actually tell how people are actually feeling through their tone.
Yes.
Tone. So, but I think people are just, in today's generation, they just used to it, right? I
feel like this is a scary generation to me.
Cowardly. Scary.
No. Me, I go far. They say are scary.
What generation? Cowardly. You in this generation, so
I understand. But I'm saying the new,
our generation or behind us.
I'm talking now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say our generation.
No, I'm talking new school. I'm talking they're more. I think more scary. Like back then, when we was coming up. People,
but they're also very soft. Like everything is a problem. Like everything's so sensitive.
Who's accountable, them or us?
Not us, because we didn't raise them.
The parent didn't.
The people that's younger than us, probably their parents.
Right. So
they gotta be their
They
parents.
gotta be, yeah.
So I'm saying
Society as well.
So
Society
we can't put all the accountability on
No, but they're
them.
adults now, so they gotta.
Yeah, and so I finished like how we was coming up. I was coming up. Is we was if you get a problem, but we gonna duke it up. We gonna fight it up.
Right.
That don't happen no more.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna shoot you before you even blink of an eye. So it's not. That's what the time. It's something scary stuff because the guy, a scary guy with a gun, man. That's the most dangerous man.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous man. I'm telling you, that's the most dangerous man because he turned his head and start busting. You know what I'm saying? He ain't with none of that.
Switches now.
Yeah. So a lot of people, it's not. They don't got no balls to be duking it up, bro.
Right,
we don't see it no more. So that's why that's out the window.
But also, like, everything is so sensitive. You got to be politically correct with how you say everything because you don't want to hurt the next person's feelings and everybody wins type stuff. That stuff is crap.
No, bro.
Everybody don't win.
Yeah.
Like, no child left behind type thing. Like, no, like it's.
I get it, but
I get it, but they've overdone it.
What you talking about? Get what? What you?
As far as just trying to,
involve, like make everything up
inclusive, make everybody included. Good.
It doesn't build character.
Yeah, it's hurting.
It's had a reverse effect because of how far that they've overdone it.
Okay, let me go even further into sports. You see, back in the days when Michael Jordan and when Shaq and when they was at their peak in the back in the when they was dunking on doing like fighting people. Nowadays you just touch the guy, he flopping.
Or even like if you
crying like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro?
Or the boxing.
The game got soft, bro.
Boxing. Talking about basketball.
Yeah, but the game got soft, bro. Come on, bro.
No.
Or Nate.
Yes.
Soft, bro.
It's
soft.
It's all about the money. Because if you going to see who your favorite basketball player,
bro, I don't have
name a basketball player.
I got
Durant. He followed Durant.
Yeah,
Durant.
Kevin.
You spend $400 to sit courtside to see Durant.
See,
injured.
Bam! I never went to a professional NBA game. So everybody say want to slide. No one say would be hit me. But I've never been to one. But I've been to college or whatever. But I wouldn't.
You're gonna be mad if you spend the money. You don't see your favorite players.
Yes,
so it's all about the money and longevity of these players now. You know what I'm saying?
Or think about it, like wasn't it the boxing match with
it's all about
Devin
the money.
Haney and
Ryan.
And you got beat up in a fight and you filed a lawsuit because you got beat up.
I thought he got fired because
he
was
regardless of whether
Ryan said he was on. They said Ryan.
Regardless of the fact, you were in a fight.
He signed it. Yes, it is, bro. Listen,
if
bro.
Ryan,
break it down.
Been taking performance.
No, bro. He ain't taking no
performance. First of all,
performance.
I don't think he was.
He just smoked some weed, bro.
But first of all, I don't think he was. But even if he was, like, Nate, who was that had like concrete in their gloves and they beat up? They had knocked out.
Kodo.
Yeah.
Margarito.
He didn't file no lawsuit, and that was proven. That he had like concrete or substance in his gloves.
It's like something that frame your cast. You put his gloves and his glove turned like a cast, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a weapon, and then he beat the crap out of Miguel Cotto, and then Miguel Cotto got the rematch and just murdered him. You know what I'm saying?
But you're getting
the money though.
Yes, but you're getting into a fight, right?
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, no.
It just looks bad.
Yeah,
you can
get
beat up.
You can't really sue no other fight because the reason why. Okay, he knew that whatever Ryan was on, he was on. So he signed a contract, bro. Like they tested and everything went through.
I don't think Ryan was.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he just got beat to the pulp, and then he's just mad that he said all them stuff, and he supposed to be the one that
He was salty.
He was salty. He got whooped, bro.
Because in boxing, if you lose one fight, you go down a couple ranks, right?
Yes. So it's ranking.
So it's all about the money,
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's anybody and everybody.
Reputation is reputation.
Like nobody is out here suing people.
Yeah. That's the wrong sport. You're supposed to sue somebody in.
Yeah.
Nobody sue nobody. No boxing, bro. Just go be
But I think we kind of deviated away from the. We kind of deviated away from the topic, though. Interesting conversation, nonetheless. But basically, we were saying how excessive phone use or excessive social media can just be detrimental to relationships, any relationships, right?
Yes.
And back to the wave of wisdom, consistently good will always outbeat occasionally great. And that's just basically saying that in a relationship, you have to be consistently good. There is no break, timeout, or restart. You've got to, if you're not consistently putting in effort, burnout, anger, resentment, frustration, all of that is going to wreak havoc on your relationship. And if you're occasionally great, that's still not going to make up for the majority of time of you being not so great, right? So I just feel like the social media and the phone and all these other external platforms really got to be monitored, right? The time-wise, the time that you're spending on it.
They're not going nowhere.
Right. They're not going anywhere.
See, TikTok ain't going nowhere.
No, I mean, people spazzed out about the TikTok.
They was paying like, bro, a guy.
Well, what about those people that, the ones that had to pay, like, they paid like $1 million or something to get a phone?
Yeah, the app, because he was like a, content creator, so you need a phone, so you pay $1 million.
Remember when if you had a new phone and it didn't have TikTok, you couldn't download it.
In CapCut.
In CapCut. So if you couldn't download it, people like paid $1 million or some astronomical amount, some ridiculous.
One got paid.
And then it came back. Could you imagine if you paid $1 million for a phone for CapCut, and then a couple weeks later?
I mean, he got it, so I'm pretty sure he wasn't tripping if he paid $1 million.
Yeah.
No, he got it, but then I mean, a couple weeks later, it was available again.
Yeah, back in the app.
So he just blew.
I
I mean, some people don't even have $1 million to blow like that. So obviously he had it, or whatever, however much money it was. And this is not I'm going to be good with the phone, or I'm going to be good with social media for a week.
Yeah. It's hard to break habits like that. Yeah.
It is. I think I'm going to take a break from my phone.
No, it's, as you say, it's a detox. It's but they say you go on a fasting. I feel like your body is what you crave. You fast from. So fasting is a biblical term, but we could use it as what will your body crave for. Like, what do you crave for? You crave for your phone, you crave for food. You can fast from anything. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what you choose.
If it's becoming an addiction.
Yes, and you fast from it because nothing should control you. The mind's a powerful thing. So to bring back the mind, like in standard form, you have to teach it like, okay, bro, I'm none of that, and fast from what your body's craving for. You know what I'm saying?
So what's some advice you would give to a young couple if the man or woman is feeling some type of way about that their significant other is on the phone too much? Even if their significant other, say their significant other, it's their job to content create, right?
Right.
Yeah, true.
What's some advice you would give that young couple if they're dealing with this issue?
I feel like the advice, it's not even advice. I feel like y'all should, the communication. It gotta be first and foremost. Just know each other. Like, okay, because if you don't know each other, you're gonna have like a rift between each other. So okay, resentment. Resentment. So it's just knowing that, okay, have a conversation. Baby, and just both of y'all is on the same accord. I feel like y'all gotta be on the same accord. So, to be okay with whatever is going on.
I do like your lockbox idea. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lockbox, but a specific spot in the house where you can just drop off the phones or drop off the tablets.
Like, honey,
during dinner or during movies.
Especially
some people at the movie theater with the phone.
I seen that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I get you. So, I'm piggyback off y'all, but the only thing I would suggest is create some boundaries. Create boundaries that's realistic to both you guys, right? You can't say something that's going to benefit you knowing that your partner's always on the phone. So make it realistic where both of you guys.
Right. You don't want to have unrealistic expectations for anybody, right?
Yeah, because that's like saying you're not on social media, so you tell Nate like, hey,
you can't be on there at all.
From 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on social media, right? Like,
right.
I mean, if it's not fair to him if that's his downtime, supposedly. So it's just create boundaries that both both of you guys can go by and then figure it out. But yeah, it is something that is hurting people.
Society. It's just hurting society.
Because then people forget how to communicate.
Yeah, but people literally don't know how to interact with other humans.
Yeah.
Like,
it's distant.
Yeah. When I was in nursing school, we had a couple of people that they didn't even know how to approach a patient. Like, I mean, it's a little different because you're kind of like in a specific role. It's not like you're just meeting somebody on the street or something like that. But you just treat it like how sometimes people don't even know how to interact with just random people.
Yeah.
Or at work.
Ask a woman on a date.
You just don't even know how to do simple things anymore. Simple human interactions.
Yeah.
Corny.
Yeah, but you gotta be consistent with it. You gotta be consistent with it.
Right.
Because you don't want people to just do it here and there and then nothing really resolves because you're still going back to that addiction.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Yeah. All right. So I guess it's time for our goofy question of the day.
Okay.
It kind of goes with our little relationship question. If you could snoop through one person's private life, whose would it be? Oh, wait. Before you answer the question, you guys, viewers, if you feel like if it's abusive to go through your partner's phone, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. If you think it's abuse or if you think it's just an invasion of privacy, or what do you think about that?
Right.
All right. Now you guys can answer the goofy question. If you could snoop through one person's private life, whose would it be?
I ain't no snooper, but I want to just look and see. I ain't no snooper. You know what I'm saying? If I was to dig deep, see what it's all about.
Right.
It will be Jay-Z. He's just that person that just needs, bro. What's up with you, bro?
There's a lot of stuff going on with these celebrities.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You calling yourself Hova, bro? I know one Hova, and that's the Lord is mighty.
So what you looking for? You gonna be looking for some beats, some unreleased?
Bro, I don't know. That's what I'm looking.
You just looking for anything juicy?
No, I'm just trying to find something.
Some money off.
No, I'm not trying to make.
Are you about to sell the information?
No, I'm not saying nothing. See, y'all have me twisted. I'm
looking
for something. I don't know.
You got a whole phone for 2 minutes. What you going to?
No, I'm not looking to in this phone. I don't want to look in this phone. That's snooping.
Right. But that's the question.
No, you didn't say phone though.
I said if you could snoop through one person's private life, a phone.
Yeah, private life. Someone said you ain't say phone. See, you said private life.
So how are you gonna snoop through their private life if you don't have the phone? How are you gonna go to their house?
But it doesn't matter. I'm sure like a puppet. Bro, I'm gonna be
private
there,
investigator.
I'm gonna be there. He ain't gonna know I'm there. I'm
okay,
there.
Just tell us why Jay-Z? Why?
Because he's the one that really he's really secretive. Nobody really know his beyond thing that he shows in the public. Nobody knows that.
Oh, there's really nothing about him.
Nothing about him. Okay. If he abusive. Beyonce just on a pod.
Well, the last time you was talking about you was gonna steal with Beyonce, you really into Beyonce? I see.
No. See, that's not. Oh man, y'all crazy. But that's not it, bro. I'm just trying to see what's up with this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm just a little bit curious.
Okay.
All right. What about you, LG?
I'm gonna have to go with Obama.
That is crazy that you said that. You stole my person. You stole my person.
Why you want to go through Obama's phone?
Because there's just
his phone. Why you want to talk about phone?
Because that's the whole point.
Well,
that's the episode.
we're talking about social media.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's the easiest way nowadays to snoop through somebody's private life is through their phone, because their phone has everything about them, right? Yeah. Everything about them. This is the easiest way, so I think that's why it comes to our head.
Okay, all right.
What comes to your head when I said private life? Their house?
No, private life mean all the.
I know, but what would you snoop through?
Where they be at, what they do in their crib.
But that's all on the phone.
How they? No, not really.
Yeah, because You got maps on the phone?
No, I'm saying how they talk in their house to their spouse, how they communicate to their kids. You know what I'm saying? How they talk to people behind closed doors. You know, some people, some stars
that could be on the phone too.
No,
through text messages.
Not for that, bro. I want to see them verbal.
Oh, in action.
Verbal, like that tone. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things.
So you want to be a fly on the wall?
I want to be a camera.
Okay. You want to record it. You don't want to watch. You want to have proof.
Boy, camera. You want something.
All right, why for you for Obama?
Cause I want to know the inside secrets. You know, he got all how to be rich, how to be famous. He know everybody. I just want to know the details that we not getting. I want to know.
Yeah, I feel like there is stuff that we don't know. That's because there's all of these people that's up there. They all got something.
Who's controlling him? That's what you're talking about.
That too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's the main man up the main man?
Oh yes.
All right, viewers, you guys let us know.
Somebody answer to somebody.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're right.
If you could snoop through one person's private life, whose would it be and why? Drop that in the comments. Let us know what you think and why. All right, guys, that about wraps things up for us today. Thanks for riding the waves with us. We hope you enjoyed the show. Before you go, be sure to hit that like, comment, share, or subscribe button. Keep chasing the tides of knowledge and catch y'all on the next wave.
Boom!